no entry for Novak Djokovic in Australia. The Serbian tennis star's visa had been cancelled, according to Australia's health minister, since he had failed to fulfill the COVID entrance conditions. To compete in the Australian Open, Novak Djokovic requested an exemption from the mandatory vaccination program. Australia refused entrance to Novak Djokovic on Thursday, over 9 hours after the tennis star had been stranded at Melbourne Airport. A federal injunction was reportedly sought by the tennis star, according to Reuters. In the past, Serbian Djokovic, the father of Novak Djokovic, said to the B92 website, "Currently Novak is locked up in a room where no one can go in or out of. 2 police officers stand guard in front of the room. He failed to give adequate documentation to acquire an Australian medical exemption," Prime Minister Scott Morrison said during a news meeting on Thursday. It was determined that the evidence offered for a medical exemption was inadequate, and that's all Morrison could say. This year's Australian Open will take place from the 17th to the 30th of January. A medical exemption or complete vaccination is required for participation, according to the event's organisers. Visitors to Australia must be completely immunised against the COVID virus if they want to enter the nation. Tennis Australia's director Craig Tiley said that in certain cases, those who have cured from the virus in the previous 6 months or who have an urgent medical condition that prevents them from receiving a vaccination are allowed to enter the country. Djokovic must offer adequate documentation that he cannot get vaccinated for medical reasons, according to Morrison, who stated so earlier in the day on Wednesday. There would be no special treatment if the proof is inadequate, Morrison said. He'll be on the next aircraft home. 26 persons sought for an exemption, but only a handful were granted. Skepticism about vaccines. In a statement on Tuesday, Novak Djokovic, a vocal opponent of vaccines, argued that he fit into one of those categories, and hence could compete. An outcry erupted in Australia when the decision to exclude Novak Djokovic was announced, leading to the implementation of some of the world's most restrictive lockdown measures, particularly in Melbourne. Djokovic's hopes of retaining his Wimbledon championship are now in peril after he was denied admittance.